What is love? Many people talking about love, but they do not understand what is love. And love have 5 fruits for its bearing. And it consists of meekness, gentleness, tenderness, humbleness, and kindness. If you got all those fruits,
Wow, if you could just only know what's going on in Palestine. If you could just only know
if you
what is taking place in Palestine,
you got love.
in the land of my grandfather.
You got love.
The European moved up in there long time ago.
You got love.
And they do all type of vicious stuff
You got love.
by seeking out the gold diamond, diamond mine, the gold mine, the copper mine. They destroy a lot of our people. And our people have been going on for a long time with the doing of the white man. He's not trying to fight the white man in no way whatsoever. He's happy. He's content. How he content? Because he's not afraid of what the white man is doing to him. No, he's not afraid of what the white man is doing to him. It seems like he just give up all hopes. Unconcerned. Careless about his grandchildren. Careless if they end up in prison for a long time. And under the gods of the white man. And some of our people becomes the god over his own people, and he do brutality unto them. Just like the white man. So guess what? Those black people that have the ways of the white man, they do not like their people. I don't have the ways of the white man because I like my woolly people. Did you hear me? I like my people. Why do I like my people? Because my people are the original people of this planet. Like the new black man right now, he's speaking about Homo sapien and Neanderthal, and these guys cannot get it. Look, did these Neanderthal have a deity or a man they call God or an angel they call Michael or Gabriel? Did these Neanderthal or Homo sapien worship any deity? That's all I like to know from these black men. That is speaking about that black man came from those Homo sapien. And if we do came from the Homo sapien, how we get to speak about God and deities and angels and cherubims and serabims? How would we get to speak about them? Because the Neanderthal doesn't know about that. They have no writing that written down on any scroll or any stones of any deity. Remember, we're speaking about Homo sapien, Homo sapiens. They don't have any history of themselves. So all I can say, black men lost their ways.
Or they do not understand what is love.
What do you think?
And love have 5 fruits
Black men lost their ways.
for its bearing.
If you don't think he lost his ways and speaking about some nonsense, think about it.
Tenderness, humbleness,
The first human is Homo sapiens.
you got love.
Ask yourself this question.
That's all I'm saying.
Who these Homo sapiens come from?
You're kind,
Did they come from the herd?
you got love.
They're not going to touch on that point
If you're tender,
because they're going to say they come from some space or some space aircraft. That's what they're talking now. Nonsense.
if you're humble,
Listen,
you got love.
if you do not
Main fruit of love.
have any understanding of things,
So remember,
then it's very hard.
love.
Out in space,
Love comes from a
there is no creature out in space.
fruit of love.
You know, out in space,
Meekness,
there is no destination for space. There is no boundary for space. You don't need no scientist to tell you that. If you need a scientist to tell you, you're a damn fool.
many people talking about love.
And nothing but a fool.
Not understand what is love.
It is endless boundary with no destination.
And it consists of
And we are
meekness,
in space.
tenderness, humbleness,
We, the people that is on the planet. This is the planet.
but all those fruits,
It's in space.
you got love.
Remove my hand. It's in space. And we can go from one place to another.
If you're kind,
We not held by gravity no place. That's nonsense.
you're tender,
What is gravity?
you got love.
It has no boundary. Space has no boundary. So why can't it move?
You got love.
Why can't it move itself?
If you're humble,
Why can't it move itself
you got love.
into space or out of space?
That's the main fruit of
Because space is there is no up and there is no down. It's out. Space is out. You don't need no scientist to tell you that.
and the fruit of love.
And if you're looking for a scientist to tell you that, you are just blind.
Humbleness,
For those new black leaders and scientists that is teaching their people the wrong thing,
you can't kill
it's
a
messed
man
up.
and say you got love.
Totally messed up.
You can't hate your brothers and say you got love.
We, the black men, came from the herd. We came from the soil. We are not from the ocean. We are not from the river. Read my lips. We are not from the lake. We are from the soil. All life came out of the soil. The trees, the flowers, the plant, the birds, the four-footed beasts. They have not been made by anyone. So back to the Neanderthal. Who made the Neanderthal? Or where do the Neanderthal or the Homo sapien came from? Talk to me. So it's just a bunch of confusing things that people mixing up. You know, like you take glass and bottles and soap and paste and glue and you mix them up all together, you get all type of shit up in there. And that's what they're doing with life. They're taking life and mixing life up. Taking the chicken and mixing up with the cow. Taking the cow and mixing up with the mule. Taking the eggs of the chicken and put into the dog. Taking the dog and put into the cow. taking the cows and putting into the donkey, and taking those donkeys and putting into the human, and then mixing up everything and doing all type of crazy shit. So what they do is mixing up the mind. So once the mind mixed up, that's it. Confused, like if you use drugs. You know about the LSD, right? If you use LSD, what it do is go straight down into the subconscious mind. And cocaine fool the mind of the male and sit in the uterus of the female. That's why they get so many babies. The female that use drugs. But we just have everything mixed up. We get confused. Everything is all mixed up. So I don't know what to say to my brothers. We just, you know what? For those of you that is watching this show, I'd like you to tell your friend to watch your show and give a thumb up or subscribe. Tell all your friends. Don't be afraid. Not costing you anything. Respect. Respect.